Welcome to CSEC Mathematics with Mr. Charles from Legends Learning Institute. Today, we are looking at question 4 of the January 2012 CSEC Mathematics examination past paper. The question is on the topic measurements. Part A of the question goes like this. The following is an extract from a bus schedule. The bus begins its journey from Bellevue, travels to Sharkville, and ends its journey at St. Andrews. According to the table, the time the bus arrives at Bellevue is unknown. However, it left there at 6:40 a.m. It arrived at Sharkville at 7:35 a.m. and left at 7:45 a.m. after which it arrived at St. Andrews 8 a.m. The time of departure from St. Andrew is also unknown. Now part 1 of A asks, how long did the bus spend at Sharkville? The time spent at Sharkville would be the difference between the departure and arrival times. Time spent equals departure time subtract arrival time. The departure time from Sharkville was 7:45 a.m. and the arrival time was 7:35 a.m. 7:45 subtract 7:35 is 10 minutes. Therefore, the bus spent 10 minutes at Sharkville. In part 2 of A, we are asked how long did the bus take to travel from Bellevue to Sharkville. So here, the time taken between the two stops would be the difference between the departure time from Bellevue and the arrival time to Sharkville. Since the bus arrived to Sharkville at 7:35 a.m., coming from Bellevue, where it left at 6:40 a.m., the arrival time is 7:35 a.m. and the departure time is 6:40 a.m. Time taken would then be equal to 7:35 a.m. subtract 6:40 a.m. So let us set it down. Okay? Digits to the right of the colon represent minutes. Those to the left represent hours. Thus, 7:35 means 7 hours and 35 minutes, while 6:40 means 6 hours and 40 minutes. Now we cannot get 40 from 35 minutes. Therefore, we have to borrow 1 hour from 7 and lend it to 35 as minutes. Now since 1 hour equals 60 minutes, we would have to borrow 60 minutes from 7 hours. That 60 now have to be added to 35 minutes, giving us 95 minutes. 95 take away 40 minutes equals 55 minutes, and 6 subtract 6 is 0. As a result, the bus took 55 minutes from Bellevue to Sharkville, and that's our answer there. A part 3 says the bus travels at an average speed of 54 kilometers per hour from Bellevue to Sharkville. Calculate in kilometers the distance from Bellevue to Sharkville. Distance equals the product of speed and time. Therefore, distance in kilometers equals speed in kilometers per hour times time in hours. Now, since speed, according to the question, equals 54 kilometers per hour and time equals 55 minutes, we could substitute those values into the equation for calculating distance. Before doing that, however, we have to convert 55 minutes to hours. This is done by dividing 55 by 60, since there are 60 minutes in an hour. Thus, distance equals 54 kilometers per hour multiplied by 55 over 60 hours. Hour here would cancel out per hour and you're left with kilometers, which is the unit your answer should be expressed in. Then we say 55 multiplied by 54 equals That would be 2,970. And 2,970 divided by 60 equals 49.5 kilometers, which is our answer. Now in B, we are told water is poured into a cylindrical bucket with a base area of 300 centimeters squared. Then we are asked if 4.8 liters of water was poured into the bucket, what is the height of the water in the bucket? Let us draw the bucket for better visualization. Okay, this is a base. Then we have the sides of the bucket, the rim, and the water level. The question asks us to find the height of the water. We were told that the area of the base is A equals 300 centimeters squared. V equals A multiplied by H. The question tells us that the volume is 4.8 liters. A liter is a metric unit that is equivalent to 1,000 cubic centimeters. I would say 1 liter is equal to 1,000 centimeter cubed. Therefore, 4.8 liters would be equal to 4.8 times 1,000 centimeter cubed, which equals 4,800 centimeter cubed. You may be wondering why it is necessary to convert liters to cubic centimeters. Well, the area of the circular base of the bucket is already in square centimeters according to the question, 300 square centimeters or 300 centimeters squared. Therefore, it is just fitting that the height be in centimeters as well. Back to the formula. Volume V equals A times H. It would mean that height H equals volume divided by area. That is 4,800 centimeter cubed divided by 300 centimeters squared. The zeros would cancel off each other. 3 into 3 is 1 and 3 into 48 is 16. Cm cubed divided by cm squared is cm. Therefore, for C, we are given a cuboid. Its length here is 13 centimeter, its width is 4 centimeters, and its height is given by the letter H. Part 1 of C asks that we find the area of the shaded region in terms of H. The shaded region is a rectangle. That's a very important thing to note. As such, the area would be the product of the width and the height of the cuboid. That would be 4 centimeter times H. 4 centimeter being the width and H being the height. So that's the expression for the area of the cuboid there. A equals 4 centimeter times H. That's our answer there. Part 2 of C asks for the volume of the cuboid in terms of H. The volume would be the area of the shaded region times the length of the cuboid. That would be 4 cm times H times 13 cm. Therefore, we get V equals 52 cm squared times H, because 4 times 13 is 52. Part 3 of C says, if the volume of the cuboid is 286 centimeter cubed, calculate the height H of the cuboid. Now remember, from part 2 of C, the volume of the cuboid goes by the expression 52 centimeters squared times h. Thus, volume of V equals 52 cm squared times h, and h would be equal to volume divided by 52 centimeters squared. That would be the case when we divide both sides by 52 cm squared, because we want h on a side by itself. Since volume equals 286 centimeter cube, according to the information given in the question, height would be equal to 286 cm cube divided by 52 cm squared, giving us 5.5 centimeter as our answer. Thank you very much for being a part of my audience. It was a pleasure. Do enjoy the rest of your day.